Hello students, good morning all of you. This is your Prabhakar and welcome to my channel Dawn of Chemistry. Right. Hope you are happy and healthy in your homes. Stay home, stay safe in this critical situation. And today we are going to discuss about the electrochemical series. Mnemonic. So today we are going to discuss about the electrochemical series. Mnemonic we are going to discuss about. See, this electrochemical series is very important topic. Nearly based on this electrochemical series, we will be encountering 7 types of models in the electrochemistry problems, and for that purpose they will give you the values and you have to take the values and you have to identify the particular things. Actually that is a cumbersome process. So to overcome that thing, I have developed a simple technique. If you can remember that simple technique, easily you can do the problems based on this electrochemical series. So see, what are the different kind of problems they will ask you in electrochemical series is, first one, they will give you 2 metals and they will ask you which can displace which metal from the compound. That is one method or one technique, one kind of problem how they will ask. Next one is, which metals can displace hydrogen gas from the acids, which metals can displace hydrogen gas from the water, like that they will be asking you. Another model question they ask is, which of the following is a strong oxidizing agent and which of the following is a strong reducing agent. That is the question they will be asking you. And another model they will ask is, whenever 2 metals are connected with one another, which behaves as cathode and which behaves as anode. That kind of question they will be asking you. And another model question is, they will give you 2 different elements, reduction potentials, and they will ask you which is a strong reducing agent, which is a strong oxidizing agent. Like that they will be asking you. And one model they ask is, which of the strong electropositive metals and which are the weak electropositive metals. Like that they will be asking you one question. And one more kind of question they ask you is, products of electrolysis. What are the different electrolysis products obtained whenever the following solution is electrolyzed? Like that they will be asking you. And finally, electrochemical cells representation. Electrochemical cell representation. So like this they will be asking you nearly 8 types of models of problems they will be asking you based on this electrochemical series. First we will see, sir, what is this electrochemical series? This is very important thing. So let us go into the details. What is this electrochemical series? See, electrochemical series is arrangement of metals and non-metals in the order of their oxidation potentials, that is standard oxidation potentials or reduction potentials, is nothing but the electrochemical series. So what is this electrochemical series? Means arrangement of metals and non-metals in order of their standard oxidation potentials or reduction potentials. These oxidation potentials or reduction potentials may be increasing orders or may be decreasing orders also. Some books they will give you increasing order of their RP values. Some books they will give you decreasing order of their RP values. Whatever is there, it will be similar only. I will tell you here increasing order of the oxidation potentials. Here we will be discussing the increasing order of oxidation potentials. Increasing order of oxidation potentials. Reduction potential. See, two types of potentials are there. E naught Mn plus slash M, E naught M slash Mn plus. So Mn plus slash M means Mn plus N electrons gives M. This one is reduction potential. Since naught is present, it will be standard reduction potential. M gives Mn plus means here what is happening? M gives Mn plus N electron. This one is a, since naught is there, this will be standard oxidation potential. So whenever they give you different things like E naught Cu2 plus slash Cu, E naught Zn2 plus slash Zn, whenever they represent like this means they have given you reduction potential values. They will not specifically mention these things. Here whenever they give you E naught M slash Mn plus, example is E naught Cu slash Cu2 plus E naught Zn slash Zn2 plus, like this whenever they give you, they have given you oxidation potential. This oxidation potentials and then reduction potential will be same in their magnitude but opposite in their signs. So that is what you have to remember very carefully. Always reduction potential will be opposite to that of the oxidation potential, and that will be with respect to the sign. So see, what is an electrochemical series means? Arrangement of metals or non-metals in the order of their standard oxidation potentials or reduction potentials is electrochemical series. Now get into this electrochemical series. The electrochemical series is lithium, potassium. This is E naught Mn plus slash M, reduction potential values. Lithium, potassium, calcium, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, chromium, iron, cadmium, nickel, tin. Lithium, potassium, calcium, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, chromium, iron, cadmium, nickel, tin. Hydrogen, copper, iodine, silver, mercury, bromine, chlorine, arum, and then fluorine. So this is the increasing order of RP values. RP values. So from this thing you can have the conclusions. Low RP value is lithium, high RP value is fluorine will come. Highest reduction potential value is fluorine, lowest RP value is lithium. So this is the thing. As I told you already, what are the conclusions for this thing? Before going to the conclusions, let us see the mnemonic for this thing. What is the mnemonic to understand this order? Take it as Likka. Likka, take him as a person. Likka namaz doing. Likka is a person who is doing namaz. Likka is not doing namaz in his home. Criminal iron kaddi. Must see, for this thing you should remember this kaddi. Kaddi means a rod. Criminal iron kaddi ni tinnadu. Ma tinnadu is a Telugu word which means ate. So see, Likka namaz doing, criminal iron kaddini tinnadu. Here I will write completely. Criminal iron kaddini tinnadu. So see, this is one thing. Likka namaz doing. So Likka is a person who is doing namaz in his home, and criminal entered his house and he ate iron rod. Criminal iron kaddini tinnadu. Here these two letters you try to remember. I have tried this mnemonic in different languages, but I didn't find the proper words or proper things to correlate the thing. So that's why I am using this thing directly. Kaddi means this is in Kannada and in Telugu also the name will be rod. Even in Tamil also the name of this kaddi will be rod only. So criminal iron kaddi ni. Ni is a junction word. No? It's a say, ki, aisa hai na? Like that it is a junction word. Iron kaddi ni tinnadu. Tinnadu means ate. If you eat iron rod, what happens? Blood will come. Blood came. That's it. So, Likka namaz doing, criminal iron kaddini tinnadu, blood came. Now let us see what will be representing. Lithium, potassium, calcium, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, chromium, iron, kaddi. Kaddi means you can have cadmium, nickel, tin, and lead will come. So up to here we have correlated lead, and this hydrogen is a reference element which will be having the 0 Rp value. So the reduction potential value for hydrogen is 0. So the elements which are above hydrogen in the electrochemical series we have understood. Understood up to here? So the elements above hydrogen are lithium, potassium, calcium, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, chromium, iron, cadmium, nickel, tin and lead. So for this thing, Likka is a person who is doing Likka namaz doing. Likka namaz doing. In that time, criminal entered his house. Criminal iron kaddini tinnadu. You may ask me, sir, what necessary he has to eat the iron rod? It is just a fun correlation I try to create. So that's why you just try to keep this in the like that, or you can do any other way also. There is no issue at all. But I believe this will be very simple for you to remember because I am collecting all the odd things in this thing. So Likka namaz doing, criminal iron kaddini tinnadu. So if you eat iron rod, you know very well, blood came. Lithium, potassium, calcium, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, chromium, iron, cadmium, nickel, tin and lead will come. So up to here we have covered all the elements above hydrogen. Come to the below hydrogen. See, copper, silver, mercury, iron. All the remaining metals are increasing order of their cost. Other elements increasing order of cost. So if you look at the copper is the cheap metal. Silver will be costly, mercury will be costly, and after that iron will be more costly. So the remaining metals will be in the increasing order of their cost. And remember this halogens first one halogen will come after copper immediately, and then bromine and chlorine came, and finally fluorine has come. So you just remember these halogens will be increasing order of their electronegativity, but after copper, after first element one will come, after two elements two will come, and finally after Rm fluorine will be coming. Like this you can remember. So up to hydrogen we are having the proper mnemonic for this thing, and after hydrogen the metals will be in the increasing order of their cost. After first element copper, one halogen will come, after two elements of metals remaining two halogens will come, and finally after Rm fluorine will be coming. Like this we can remember this electrochemical series. In this electrochemical series also the metals which will be having these range will be -2, means the range will be between -3 to -2. This range will be between -2 to 0. Clear? So that is the thing, and these will be positive this values will be there. Understood? So what is electrochemical series? How can we arrange the metals, and what is the shortcut to remember this electrochemical series? Likka namaz doing criminal iron cutting tinnadu blood came. Because why I am telling this is, in exams so many students will be struggling because see, they will give you the RP values in different ways. They will give you, sometimes they will give you the reduction potential, sometimes they will give you the oxidation potentials. So that's why that will lead to so much confusion. So what will be cathode and what will be anode to identify. If you can remember this as it is, whatever the values, let them give you. No need to go to the values because they will be standard only. Immediately you can come to a conclusion based on the series itself. Right? Now let us see what are the applications of this electrochemical series. Take down this for half minute. Hope you have taken this thing. Alright, let's come into the applications of this. I told you, right, how they will be asking the problem. The first one, more electropositive metals and less moderately electropositive metals and less electropositive metals. So see, as we have discussed in this case, more electropositive metals will be having the reduction potential values between -2 and -3. So the metals which are having the more reduction potential values are reduction potential values between -2 and -3. So these metals are there. Lithium, potassium, calcium, sodium and magnesium. These all come under the more electropositive metals. So these metals can produce H2 from acid as well as from water also. So more electropositive metals are having the SRP values between -2 and -3, and these metals can produce hydrogen from acids as well as water. Whenever you add these elements to the acids, automatically they liberate, because you see elements above hydrogen in the electrochemical series, any metal you take, they can remove the hydrogen from the acid, but from water only more electropositive metals will remove. See, moderately electropositive metals having the SRP values between -2 to 0 are nothing but the moderately electropositive metals. These will produce hydrogen from acid. This will produce hydrogen from the acid. More electropositive metals will produce hydrogen from acid as well as water. Moderately electropositive metals will produce hydrogen from the acid. And less electropositive metals cannot produce hydrogen from acid or water. You cannot get hydrogen from the acid or water. That is the thing. Next you see oxidizing agents and reducing agents. Oxidizing agent is directly proportional, or oxidizing agent, more SRP, strong oxidizing agent. Next one, reducing agent. Low SRP, strong reducing agent. So see, they will ask you among the magnesium and iron, which is a strong oxidizing agent. You know, in this order, magnesium is here and iron is here. So as we move from left to right, oxidizing agent increases. So in the activity series, oxidizing agents increases. From right to left, reducing agents increases. So that's why if you know the series, you can easily understand magnesium is a weak oxidizing agent and iron is a strong oxidizing agent. If you take potassium and chromium, which is a strong reducing agent, means potassium will be strong reducing agent. So like that you can remember the oxidizing agents and then reducing agents. So mostly elements in the bottom behaves as a strong oxidizing agent and elements in the top behaves as a strong reducing agents. Next you see another one. When two metals combine to form electrochemical cell, top metal is anode, bottom metal is cathode. So whenever two metals are connected with one another to produce a particular electrochemical cell, you know very well what is electrochemical cell. A device which produces electricity from chemical energy is a electrochemical cell. So whenever you are connecting the two metals, like sodium is connected with cadmium, which behaves as cathode and which behaves as anode, means sodium behaves as anode and cadmium behaves as cathode. Or otherwise, if they combine zinc in zinc sulfate and copper in copper sulfate, which behaves as cathode and which behaves as anode, means zinc behaves as anode and then copper behaves as cathode. Like that you can easily identify which will be anode and which will be cathode. Always top metals are anodes and bottom metals will be cathodes. When non-metals connected, top non-metals are cathode and bottom non-metals are anode. This you have to remember. See, when iodine electrode and then fluorine electrode are combined with one another, then what happens? Fluorine electrode behaves as anode. Sorry. Bottom non-metals are cathode. Yes, this is also correct only. When non-metals are connected, top non-metals are cathode and bottom non-metals will be cathode and top non-metals are anode. So whenever you are connecting the non-metals also, same thing will be coming. So whenever you take a fluorine electrode and then iodine electrode combine with one another, means fluorine behaves as a cathode and iodine behaves as the anode, because it will be ready to take the electron. So that is the thing regarding the electrochemical series. And now let us see some others also. Hope you have taken down this thing, that's why I am rubbing this. Next you see here another one. Whenever, always remember, top metals remove bottom metals from their compounds. Like zinc plus, see carefully, zinc plus copper sulfate gives ZnSO4 plus Cu will come. Clear? So whenever zinc is reacting with copper sulfate, that zinc will replace copper. But you see, iron with copper sulfate will give you iron sulfate and then copper will come. But copper with magnesium sulfate. Copper with magnesium sulfate means copper sulfate and magnesium. This reaction is not possible. So like that, always top metals will remove bottom metals from their compound. So like this you can identify. So simply whenever these kind of questions are coming, let them give anything. Arrange the following in the increasing order of their oxidizing nature. Arrange the following in the increasing order of their reducing nature. Which of the following reaction is possible? Which of the following reaction is not possible? Whenever two electrodes connected with one another, which behaves as cathode and which behaves as anode. For that purpose, there is no need to check to the values they have given. Simply look at this mnemonic and immediately you can get the conclusion. So like this, top metals remove bottom metals from their compounds. And finally you see, in case of non-metals, which will remove which one? I am rubbing this thing, man. So see here, in case of non-metals, bottom non-metals remove top non-metals from their compounds. This is ulta will come. In case of behaving as cathode and anode, same trend they will follow. See, F2 plus NaI gives 2NaF plus I2. Here you can take 2NaI. Cl2 plus KBr gives 2KCl plus Br2. But you see, Cl2 plus 2KF gives 2KCl plus F2. This reaction is not possible. So always top non-metals are displaced by the bottom non-metals from their compounds. This we will study simply. They will give you one reaction and they will ask you, find out whether the reaction is possible or not. That much they will ask you. Is it clear? So these are the different kinds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 types of 9 types of problems they will be asking you based on this electrochemical series. So that's why this mnemonic is very important thing. That's why I am making a special video on this electrochemical series. For the electrochemical series, the mnemonic will be Lika namaz doing criminal, iron kadini tinadu blood came. Simple thing. So Lika is a person who is doing namaz in his home. That time criminal entered his home and he ate iron rod, so blood came. So like this you can remember. And which metals liberate hydrogen and which metals don't liberate hydrogen, we have discussed, and you know very well. More electropositive metals will form the metal oxides, which behaves as the bases. Moderately electropositive metals will be behaving as a amphoteric oxides also, and they are oxidizing and reducing nature. So that is the thing regarding the electrochemical series. And today what we have discussed means what is electrochemical series and what are the elements present in the electrochemical series, what is the mnemonic for the electrochemical series, and then what are the applications of this electrochemical series. Clear? So that is the thing for today's class. If you like this video means click the like button. If you think it will be helpful to your friends also, share this video. If you think you want to get daily notifications from the videos that I am uploading, click the subscribe button and click the ring bell. That bell button will be there beside that. Click that bell button also. So daily whatever the video I am uploading to you people, that will be coming to you. Why I am asking you to click like button means, if you click the like button means it will be bumping for the unknown people also. If you are sharing this video means it will be reaching your known people only. If you can click the like button means because of your more likes it will click or it will display in the unknown people's mobile also. So that's why try to click the like button also. If you want to really help the other, if you think this video will be helpful to your friends and other people also. Clear? Yes. Thank you. I close it.